This is probably one of the best cutscenes in the entire series. It's definitely one of the most important.
What?
It's also the biggest technological improvement over the original game that exists. Oh, that bit compression though, not great. On the parts where it's very dark.
I'd rather not piss this thing off.
Demon. This one is machine and nerve, and has its mind concluded.
His fucking teeth used to be made out of skulls.
This one is but flesh and faith, and is the more deluded. Kill me or release me, parasite. But do not waste my time with talk. There is much talk, and I have listened through rock.
Why does it even need a mouth? Doesn't it speak telepathically?
Now I shall talk, and you shall listen.
Possible it made this form just to converse with
I
them?
am 2401 Penitent Tangent. I am the monitor of Installation 05.
And I am the Prophet of Regret, Council of Most High, Hierarch of the Covenant.
A reclaimer? Here? At last. We have much to do. This facility must be activated if we are to control this outbreak.
Stay where you are. Nothing can be done until my sermon is complete.
Not true. This installation has a successful utilization record of 1.2 trillion simulated and 1 actual. It is ready to fire on demand.
Of all the objects our lords left behind, there are none so worthless as these oracles. They know nothing of the great journey.
You are so
You
gross,
know nothing
dude.
about containment. You have demonstrated complete disregard for even the most basic protocols.
This one's containment. And this one's great journey are the same. Your prophets have promised you freedom from a doomed existence. But you will find no salvation on this ring. Those who built this place knew what they wrought. Do not mistake their intent.
I like this fucking temporary good guy, Gravemind. This entire plot line goes nowhere in Halo 3, which is a bit
The
irritating.
prophets are making a big mistake.
Your ignorance already destroyed one of the sacred.
Why do we fall for it a second time, by the way?
If you will not hear the truth, then I will.
I like Halo 3, but god damn it, that story is fucking terrible.
Still time to
I think the only good part of it is like, hey, the Ark, because that's cool, but the rest of it is just, god damn it. There's like, it's like nothing happens for 60% of the game, and then everything happens in one level, and it's like, it's the least efficient use of resources. Like, you could have spent the entire back half of that game palling around with the elites, because there are way more of them than there are human marines left. But no, it's just the Arbiter and the Master Chief are going to do everything themselves. That makes sense. It's so fucking stupid. Jason Jones is in one of those.
We are, all of us, gravely concerned. The release of the parasite.
Why
was
would there not just be
unexpected
like...
and
Like, alright,
unfortunate,
so
but
if they're all
there is no
trying to get in there,
In truth, this
they're
is
not
a
going to be
time
able to
rejoice,
overpower the
a moment
bulkhead.
that all the Covenant should savor. For the sacred icon
It's
has
weird that
been
that's a
found.
big-ass, like, camera.
With it,
Like it's the
our path is
1950s.
clear.
I know it's like some kind of
Friends
hologram
beyond
thing, but still.
guaranteed. The great journey is nigh, and nothing, not even the flood, can stop it.
Hey, what's up? Cool, I'll be sure to kill them with this.
Kill the demon.
At least it makes sense why he doesn't fire. The Needler wouldn't be fast enough to cross the room and kill them before he fucking... Actually, he's way closer in that cutscene than he is in the actual game.
Faster you can kill those brutes.
Or actually,
the
he's
better.
way closer in-game than he is in that
They
cutscene.
don't have shield generators, but take them out before it's berserk.
God, that fucking... I hate this line so much. I've heard it so many, like, hundreds of times, because this level is the worst level in, like, the... Okay, no. This level is not the worst level in the entire game. because that's still Sacred Icon. This level is the most mechanically broken level in the entire game, because on higher difficulties, you can literally get, like, permanently fucking, soft-locked. Technically not even soft... Well, yeah, no, it is soft-locked, because the game isn't crashed, but, yeah, you can get soft-locked to a point where it's like, yeah, you cannot beat the level, and that sucks. And you can do it without even picking up your controller, because you can just spawn at a point in which you are already dead, because they'll start shooting you before the cutscene is over. Like, it's so fucked. This entire level is ridiculous. Like, this is one of the most cut corners-y levels I've ever seen. Especially since the next level is just this level, but, like, slightly different. This would make a good stage in Dead or Alive 4, though. It always kind of bugs me that there were only two... Like, what the fuck even just happened there? Right? I hate this level so much. Oh my god, I hate this level so much. Also, why is it called Gravemind if you don't fight the Flood in it? It's just for that one cutscene, because it sounds good, but it's like... I would have much preferred this one be called High Charity and the next one be called Gravemind. It would have made a lot more sense. Halo 2 is filled with stupid problems like that. It's like they had the design notes and everything got shuffled around. Also, I hate Covenant weapons. Do I have a... Yeah, okay. Why does the Master Chief still have an incandescent flashlight on his helmet? Why would it not be like a halogen or an LED or something? You know, something that actually is useful? Why is it like a fucking regular-ass light bulb? That's weird. Okay, you need to die. Not sure why that didn't kill you. God, the Needler does not fucking track very well in Halo 2. Halo 3 still probably has the best Needler, followed by Halo 4 and then Halo 1. Only because the Halo 3 and 4 ones are really, really fast firing. The Halo 1 Needler has the best tracking in the series, and it has a really moderate time to kill. The Halo 3 Needler is just fantastic overall. It's got a good balance of everything. God, the Halo 2 Needler sucks ass. I can't tell if this is because it's actually bad, or if it's because it's been nerfed. I think it's been nerfed because it was really strong in the PC and Xbox original version. I remember it being really, really good, but for some reason, it appears to suck now. Although it might just be the brutes being super broken, because they're still glitched. Yeah, okay, what actually the fuck? Oh, yay. Mag and a half. Can't you do that Ethernet thingy or whatever where you just jump into the... Yeah, I didn't even have to touch it. Cortana's proportions in this game are weird. It looks like her head is too big. Is that just me? That can't just be me. Is it her neck? They also doubled down on her wearing a suit instead of that just being, like, the way her skin looks. In the original game, that was just the way her skin looks, and the books even talk about how she chooses to appear naked because it makes everyone uncomfortable. That's an actual quote from the book, is that the reason Cortana likes to appear naked in her hologram is because it makes everyone feel uncomfortable. Which I find kind of funny.
Right this way.
Yeah, that model looks weird. Is it because... the original looks... Yeah, okay, they totally made her head like, wait, I was doing something, you asshole. Shit. You're a dick. It's interesting that they're one of the only enemies that drops 2 guns that aren't dual wielding. Most people don't talk about the enemies wearing sidearms. I also find it interesting that Cortana's like, brutes! And it's like, we fought those before. This level's really cool in terms of its location. Look, that's where the thing happened.
Watch out for the captain. He's got a brute shot.
And you just knew that. Neat. Oh, bye. But yeah, no.
Brute is moving through the lower levels of the tower.
It's weird how also
I'll
she's
reverse
like,
this grav lift. Drop down, try to cut him off.
the way that like they've handled Cortana's like apparent nudity or lack thereof has always been very interesting, because they want to make her a sexy space AI, but Halo's always been a relatively sexless series, at least until they decided to give every fucking Spartan in Halo Reach an enormous ass. Though that's really actually just a fucking visual illusion because of the way the armor looks. It makes it look like their backside's bigger, but it's just because the back chest piece of the armor hangs higher, which makes their spine look more curved. They actually have relatively normal proportions. It's just an attempt to make the Mark 5B resemble the Mark 5. They made the rest of the body look a bit odd. It's like if you take the armor off the Master Chief's model in Halo 3, his arms are super fucking long, like way longer than they should be, because in order to have the forearm and bicep armor look the way it does, his arms have to be way longer than normal. I don't think that's a problem in Halo 2, which makes it feel weird that it's in Halo 3, but whatever. But yeah, they totally made her head bigger and rounder for some reason. I have no idea why. They also got rid of like the much more like angular Ghost in the Shell kind of haircut that she has, and it looks more like just a normal bob, which is a bit irritating. They definitely made her backside a little larger, at least the hips. Also, she appears to have more like muscle or definition on her biceps, where she's much more anime proportioned in the original. She does not have defined toes anymore, which is kind of interesting. You can see a little bit of definition there. She's much more transparent in the original, with the only really defined parts being the code that goes across her, which you can see is actual characters in the original, and appears to just be junk text, for the most part, in the new one. I don't remember what it says. I do know there's a reason for it. It also, they moved it away from her face. It no longer goes up the whole thing. Her eyes look a lot different and are also much bigger. You know what this is? This is the same problem Fable Anniversary has, and they made every single character's head fucking ginormous. I always hated that. I like Fable Anniversary because it has a much better UI than the original Fable, but Fable Anniversary looks kind of like garbage compared to the original game's art design. Because they changed a lot of things that really didn't need to be changed. And somehow, like, Fable's always had a kind of cartoonish sort of proportion to their characters' outfits, but their bodies were always relatively human-like. In Fable Anniversary, that's just thrown out the window, and they all look like horrible abominations, and I hate that. In the original game, you could have a character, as long as you didn't beef up his strength stat too much, who looked like a normal RPG sort of protagonist. But you can't have that in Fable Anniversary, and that really kind of bothers me. In Fable 2, your character just straight up has real... Oh my god, my computer. No, stop it. So unfortunate. The problem with having my PC that's recording all of this be halfway across the room is I have to actually get up out of the chair. Anyway, also, there are seagulls here, which is a bit odd. Those aren't, like, fake. Those are just real-ass seagulls. Also, the atmosphere in this room. Wouldn't this room have to be, like, super pressurized in order for me to work? Can't imagine the logistics. That seagull just flying to my leg. Weird, they're not supposed to get this close. Those are the same seagulls from Zanzibar. But yeah, Fable Anniversary bothers me. Fable 2 characters have normal proportions, but their costumes are all Disney Kingdom Hearts. They also added a lot more city. Like, this room is much bigger than it was in the original. They took the prominence off the ship, the Dreadnought there. I forget what that thing's called. And they added more of an actual city around it. But I feel like they got rid of some of the... Also, they rotated it, so it's not like... Because this used to be, like, the reason why it was here is because this used to be, like, the central fucking, like, you got a view of it. Also, apparently this entire station is powered by that one ship, which is kind of interesting. I guess that's the basis for the pylons and Halo Wars. Also, that hole is clearly, like, open. There are, like, these runes that are gone. I don't know, because it's always supposed to be like this is an amalgamation of Forerunner and Covenant technology, but it clearly looks much more Covenant in the new version, whereas before, it's like you see these pylons that are going through it, they look more Forerunner than they do Covenant, because they're stealing things from the Forerunners and incorporating it into their own technology. Whereas in the new version, this appears to almost all just be Covenant. Also, there's an enormous cityscape down there that is just completely sidelined, and that JPEG looks terrible, because all background JPEGs in Halo look terrible. Although, if I remember correctly, that is actually a model that's really, really low res in the original. I'm not sure that's... No, this is a JPEG in the new one. Yeah, okay. I always thought the design of High Charity was really cool. There was a level I imported into Halo 1 in that mod pack that lets you run around a little bit of High Charity. There's also a, like, waveboarding one that's kind of weird. And you get to look at some of the stuff, but I don't know. Like, these weird-ass plants that are pretty much the same in both versions. It's nice. And they always added little, like, extra details you don't really need to have in these places, like the greebles and stuff. Everything's a lot more muted in the original, which I kind of like. I'm not a huge fan of making everything space future shiny, like, all the time. I can do without... Oh, bye. Yeah, I can do without that, like, the vast majority of it. Hey, that door was supposed to be closed, you assholes. Ugh, no respect. Oh, shit. Yeah, fighting the brutes in Halo 2 is one of my least favorite things. They're appropriately spongy for their name, but... Oh my god, just die, Christ. They're appropriately spongy for their name, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Because holy shit, that is irritating. Oh my god, die. It doesn't help that it's really hard to see them specifically. They weren't even fully animated in the original version of this game. That had to be added in later.
Wait a minute. I'm reading marine IFF transponders. The signals are originating somewhere below your...
We all know what they do to prisoners. Do we? In the original story, the Covenant didn't take prisoners. That was put up pretty clearly in the fucking books. Then Halo 1 was like, nah, fuck that. Well, actually, in Halo 1, it was supposed to be a unique case. Originally, the only person you were going to get who was captured was going to be Keyes, because in the book, Keyes is taken and, like, the rest of his fucking command staff are killed. Because that fucking one Marine who was like, hey, I'll sell you guys out because they said I could live, and immediately gets, like, shot in the head or whatever. It's very stupid. Like, you've been fighting the Covenant for how many years? Come on, man. I'm an opportunistic asshole, and even I would recognize that's a stupid idea. It's not like the Jackals who, like, will at least work with you for as long as you're willing to pay them. Like, everyone else has a huge murder boner for the fucking humanity, except the Grunts, I guess. They don't seem to really care. In fact, some of the Grunts liked it when they got captured, because all the Marines would do is basically turn them into glorified servants or maids or pets. There's a fucking part in Halo 1 where they're at the fucking base, and they have some Grunts that were, like, I think hiding in a closet or something, when they took that bluff. And the Grunts later are, like, they're fucking shackled, but they're just, like, carrying boxes and shit. And they're like, this is actually way better than working for the Covenant because no one's shooting at us. Military politics. But yeah.
Here, Chief. Jump in.
You look fucking weird. How could this possibly be the most efficient form of doing this? It can't be. There's no way.
There are 2 groups of Marines in this detention block.
Even Marathon acknowledged that having giant elevator holes in your fucking spaceship is a terrible idea. And those weren't even powered. Cool. That actually worked? Shit. Yeah. I wish there were more dedicated stealth options in Halo. Fucking crouching and punching people in the face is all well and good, but it doesn't fucking work. God damn it. I don't know, it's just irritating because I was fucking doing it. I killed the guy quietly, but that's not good enough. Whatever.
Chief, come to the lower level. The Marines are just inside. Careful of the guards.
I like the brutes in Halo 3 because it's satisfying when you kill them, but they're not very good opponents from a lore perspective. At least in how they are depicted in game. They look cool though, I really like the armor. Yeah, like, come on. What's the point in even trying? Hello, Marines. Not one of you is gonna survive this.
No sense sticking around here.
Hey, Chips. Wait, no, guys, shut up. I need to kill you. I mean, not kill you. I need to... whatever. Yeah, that. Yeah, that seems like a decent assortment of weapons. I wish I could get them to dual wield, but it's a little unreasonable asking them to carry 2 guns the size of their chest.
Come to the middle level. More guards, get ready.
Did you idiots already die? Ugh, fucking carbine.
That's all of the Marines, Chief. Good work.
Yeah. I feel like there should be more of you.
Is that it, huh? And
I'm
we
missing
got a
one.
lovely parting gift for the losers. It's dead.
Damn it. I guess he got killed by the guy with the brute shot, but damn.
We'll get out of here the same way we came in. The central grav lift. Hostile reinforcements coming down the lift.
Yeah, that's a bit dumb. Shit, I need more ammo.
The lift is clear.
Damn it.
Step on in.
Ah, fuck, you guys are going already. Well.
Fear not, my brother, the sacred icon is secure. It was Tartarus. The icon.
Oh, fuck, it's 2? Well, that's lame. Oh yeah, I forgot the drones are on the elites team. Or are they? I don't even remember. What? Where'd the rest of you idiots go? Oh, God, do they not come up if I go first? Ugh. This sucks, I'm leaving. Well, that was a waste of time. Might as well not even bother now. Okay, yeah, the drones are not on the elites team. The elites should win this. They have shields. Unless you idiots start helping. Well, we'll never know the answer now. You fucking screwed up the test results. It's no longer unbiased. Guys, I need you to move. You want me not to shoot you. Well, that was a complete waste of time.
2 fingers up, baby.
Thanks, Chips. I'm actually kind of surprised you're still alive, to be honest. Fucking... Damn. Good job, Chips.
Time you want more, mate, you know where I am.
You're the only one I can count on these
Elites have failed
days.
to protect the prophets, and in so doing put all our lives at risk.
Oi! Heads up!
No warrior forgetting those. Thou in faith will keep us safe whilst we find the path.
I've got a fix on truth just outside this tower, Chief. The
Yeah, how are you doing that?
hurry.
Oh, right, the broadcast waves or whatever. Chips, you hang back. I got this. Wait, really? That worked? Rude. I fucking... Man. The man, the myth, the legend. The Chips Dubbo. Shit. I appreciate that that turns them around.
You're huge! Huge pain in the ass! You bastard!
Shit. Okay, that works.
With my blessing, the brutes now lead our fleets.
That could have gone a
Ask
little
for your
better.
allegiance, and you shall.
You wouldn't believe the number of kill systems the Covenant are throwing down around me. Not to worry, it's pretty sloppy stuff. I guess they never expected a hostile intelligence to penetrate their networks from the inside.
Fuck you. Yee. Can you stop that?
I thought you elites could fight.
Why are there more hunters down there? I don't remember there being another hunter here. Am I just misremembering that? I can't just be misremembering that. Also, what the fuck is up with my voice? Hey, Chips. I'm kind of tempted to give you a sniper rifle, but I know that's actually the wrong move right now. Because... fuck. You need to be able to, shoot things that are up close. It's weird that that counts as a headshot. Alright, we're cool. More fucking seagulls. It's kind of interesting, you can see what appears to be like a muzzle brake on the end of the gun when you fire it. Yeah, or it's coming out the side. That's kind of interesting. I like that detail. Not sure if it really works on a plasma weapon, but... Although this appears to be an actual laser. Because it's creating a solid beam between... Ah, shit. I fucked up that jump. Whatever. Where?
My sister's dog can beat you, little girl.
Okay, man. Hey, more ammo. I'll take that. Oh shit, I didn't even see that guy. He like completely blended in. Man, I hate being colorblind. That actually freaked me out a little bit. I did not see him at all. I was super confused when the fucking thing in front of me started moving.
The Covenant just destroyed their own ships, and I'm hearing reports of small arms fire throughout their fleet.
Creatures of the Covenant, the path is broad and we shall walk side by side.
Slip space rupture. It's in amber clad.
Hey, what's up?
Big lad.
And you notice how it didn't appear in a giant fucking portal? Also, the lighting is super fucked up.
Haley, no response.
Yeah, where did we leave that ship exactly?
I'll keep trying.
Cortana, I need you to move. There's gonna be people coming in a sec. And you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it myself. I like how some of the grunts are on the fucking elites team and some of the grunts are on the fucking brutes team. It's all very stupid. I'm not sure how that dynamic works exactly. Dude, you need to be more careful. Did he kill that sniper? I didn't even see that guy. Huh. Any more carbine ammo? I don't like the carbine, but I'll make do. What is that? Sniper rifles. There's a lot of sniper rifles on this level.
I could do this all
I like how they're not, like, using tactics. They're all just kind of
You're a tile short of a roof.
standing around. Now, I should be killing the elites because they're more dangerous, but they're not exactly harder to fight.
Screwed it in from the pocket, you beauty.
Man, I'm glad that it's just me and Chips. The fucking actual tag team of the Halo universe. Dustin Echoes couldn't be with us here today, so Chips Dabo will have to suffice, and he more than does. I wish I could kind of have Chips as like a permanent companion to the fucking Master Chief. He retired after Halo 3 though, so unfortunately I don't believe Chips Dubbo will be returning to finish the fight in Halo Infinite. I mean, it would be an honor to stand alongside the legendary man himself, but I don't think that's how it's gonna be. Chips, look out! No! Damn. They're gonna pay for this. Could have done so much more. It's my fault, I wasn't watching him. I went to scout ahead, but I didn't think about what was behind us. I'm gonna be thinking about this when I go to sleep tonight. Or this morning. Whatever. It's like 6 in the morning. Whee! There's like no parallax at all.
At this moment, the councillors gather on Halo to see the icon save the place.
You need to die.
Brothers,
What the fuck?
cast down the elite.
There are those who said this day would never come. What are they to say now?
This is fucking stupid. You're all dumb. Oh man, you guys using your jetpacks inside looks really, really janky. That shit works in space. That doesn't work here. Fuck. It's a little better. Need more ammo. Of literally any kind. Except for a plasma pistol. I'm kind of disenfucking-franchised with that at the moment. I know it's good in this game, but still. Man, just thinking about Halo Infinite just kind of pisses me off. Like, nothing about that game has been, shit. Nothing about that game has been even remotely encouraging. Not playing it, not seeing fucking footage from it, certainly not people talking about it. It's like, how did they fuck up everything that badly? Just the one? Okay. Yeah, and it's much more obviously curved. Oh, there isn't even anything here. I thought there was Jackal. Well, I'm happy to be wrong.
I have listened to
Most of the time.
and it confirmed now that
God, that looks so, like... It looks like there's a wallpaper, like, 10 feet in front of my fucking face. I know it's far away, so there wouldn't be a whole lot of parallax, but, you know, some. Isn't it great how they just spawned in the middle there? Where are they even running from? There's nothing here. Is this supposed to make you feel bad because they're children? Well, I'm still gonna shoot them. Shit. Ugh. Oh my god, I fucking hate the brutes.
who would doubt the prophets? What have we thought of that?
They don't take, like, any fucking critical damage anywhere other than their heads. It's a fucking sniper rifle, for Christ's sake. Also, the idea they just fucking... immediately figure out where you are. Regardless of... What was the word I'm thinking of? Where you're standing or what you were doing before the grunts died. But also, yeah, it's like, you're supposed to feel bad or something here because the brutes are killing everyone, but I'm gonna go get more sniper ammo. This felt like an egregious waste of my resources. You got a big old holographic thing on the back of the thing. That's just because of Halo 4. I think that might actually just be the Halo 4 model, now that I think about it. Because the original one's like pink or purple or something, and this is clearly blue. Yeah, I don't like a lot of the Halo 4 designs for weapons and guns, but I can at least buy them on the idea that this is like, no, this is our new production guns and weapons and stuff. I didn't even have to go back. God damn it. These are all new production things based on, like, we've had time and we're now developing new versions. I would have been fine with that because then you could have had a really cool, like, contrast of the Master Chief arrives in Halo 4 and everything from the fucking, Forward Unto Dawn and, like, the crashed Covenant ships that might have been nearby. Or maybe there were some caches from when we were fighting in Halo 3 with Covenant stuff. And it's like, oh, this is all the old equipment. And then when he gets to Infinity, and also when he starts encountering the new Covenant, like, Splinter faction stuff, it's like, oh, what is this? Like, oh, cool, it's a new weapon. Or it's a, like, newer version of an older weapon. And that'd be kind of cool. And it's like, yeah, your suit's all busted up from the end of Halo 3, and your wrist is still broken, which is why you can't dual wield. Because he slammed his fucking hand in the ground at the end of Halo 3, and it's like, yeah, no shit, his wrist is broken. I think he also has a bunch of other injuries the book talks about or whatever, but anyway. I don't remember if there's a direct novelization of Halo 3, but there is a lot of stuff that talks about it and references things. But yeah, if they fucking had his armor get swapped out for the Gen 2, when he gets to the Infinity, I feel like that would have been a much better way to handle it. But they're just like, art style change, go fuck yourselves. It's because 343 only cares about the text, they don't care about the spirit. And to be fair, Bungie also doesn't care about the spirit, but that's not the point. Bungie's long since given up on fucking caring about what they make, which is an unfortunate position for them to be in, but I at least understand that it's not the same way as it was in the early 90s, and, like, back then when it was like, yeah, this is probably not gonna go anywhere, but we enjoy making it, so fuck it, we're gonna put all of the things that we like into a game, and it's gonna be really cool, and then it was. And unfortunately, you can't really make games like that anymore, at least not if you want them to be successful. If you just want to make a game for the sake of making a game, go ahead, by all means. But if you want to make a game in the business of making games, there are certain concessions that you have to make in regards to the content and directive quality of those games. And ideally, you'd want them all to be fantastic, but that's just not viable in some cases. You can't just put things that you like into a game and expect it to do well, unless what you like just happens to be commercially viable, which is sometimes the case. But most of the time it isn't. I recognize fully that the 90% of the things that I enjoy are not things that other people would particularly care to invest in. At least not without some considerable modification to their involvement. Although, if you combined most of the things I'm interested in together into a single medium, you probably get some kind of weird-ass mishmash that might do well. But that remains to be seen, seeing as how I have still yet to learn how to code. I did make a video game once, although it was in the fucking, FPS 9. Which is still an amazing fucking system, by the way. You can make some cool shit with that program. I've seen some really impressive projects done. It's projects being held together with twine and fucking scotch tape, but, you know, pretty fucking cool. It's because it's not particularly, I don't know if robust is the word I'm looking for, but it has issues with stability, even with the patches. There's some cool stuff you can do with it, though, and I knew a lot of people who got started using that program, especially animators and modelers. Because what was it? There was like, it was X9 and there was like a side companion thing from rigging and modeling characters. It wasn't Frost, it was something. I remember trying to use it and being like, well, if you don't have the models you've made yourself, you can buy models from the store that people have put out that aren't rigged, and you can rig them yourself. And I did that with the demo model, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, but I can't see myself ever doing this like long term because I just don't have the skills at the time. I'm sure if I'd put more time into it, it probably would have been worth it. But the program was kind of irritating to use, and my computer wasn't very good because I was still using an old computer from like the late 90s that could just barely run 9 without it crashing. Oh, wait. It's on the other button. Fuck off. I was gonna sneak up on him. Should've just punched you. What are they running from? Oh, right, they're brutes that come in, aren't there? I keep not using my plasma grenades because I think I'm gonna get more of, or I think I'm gonna get like more frags to use, and I should use those first, which is usually the opposite of how I use my grenades, because you get way more plasma grenades than frag grenades, and also the frag grenades suck in Halo 2. But it's like, I'm not gonna get any frag grenades in this level, so why am I bothering? The carbine reload always reminded me of the Fallout reload, or guess shit, the other way around. The Fallout reload for energy weapons, specifically the plasma weapons. Look, it's those purple ones. I think this is the only time you see those guys outside of playing as the Arbiter. I believe this is supposed to be the same squad of grunts and elites that are following the Arbiter throughout his levels, and this is supposed to be like where they hang out or whatever, or maybe not if where they hang out, at least where they were deployed at the current moment. The idea is like, yeah, the Master Chief killed all those guys, so they're not going to be helping you in the later levels. Sorry about that. Would have been kind of cool if they came back in Halo 3. But we do get those badass co-op players for Halo 3, so that's not bad. Like those Borderlands style, like, here's the fucking players 3 and 4. I always like that in games when there's like, the co-op character isn't just like Dust and Echoes, like a clone of the Master Chief. It's a fucking like actual real character. And yeah, they don't really do much in the fucking story, but the fact that they're there and they're not just like duplicate models is something I find really cool. I wish more games would do shit like that. Most games don't even have co-op modes. Shadow Warrior almost gets that right, in that there are different characters for the players 3 and 4, but every player sees themselves as Lo Wang, which kind of sucks. I'd like it if you were joining another person's game that you got a dedicated position as player 3, 4, you know, whatever. Because every person's going to be seeing every other person as a different skin, and that makes it a bit difficult to coordinate with your friends on who's who, because every person sees each other as Lo Wang, and then a different person is going to be player 2 depending on the other person. And it's just like, why would you do it like that? There's no reason for it to be done that way in the fucking thing. If you're playing together, all of you are going to be like, the person who is host is going to have authority in the quests that you're doing. So it's not like you're all going to be talking to the fucking quest giver. So why would you bother fucking restricting the like thing like that? It just seems completely pointless. Again, that might just be me, but that's how it feels. I wish the elites would join your team and be like, ah, but no, that'll never happen. There's one, okay, that Easter egg in Halo 5 I actually like a lot, where you fucking help that elite general up the hill, and then he just straight up joins your squad. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. He has a lot of dialogue too, if you fucking talk to him again afterwards, which is interesting, the idea that you can like prod people for fucking dialogue in Halo 5. Like, there's a lot of stuff I like about Halo 5, and there's a lot of stuff I really fucking hate about Halo 5. Way more stuff that I hate than like, but you know what I mean. I was gonna say something. I think I've forgotten. Hey guys. Fuck off. Oh, that's irritating. Okay, can I pick up the damn gun? Thank you. Come on, video game. Awesome. Because, you know, physics. In all the ways it ain't. Yeah, shut up. Fucking Christ. I hate this level. Shut up. You know, I was gonna fucking get those again in a minute. Ugh, for fuck's sake. Now where do you move that damn box? Or you blew it off the fucking thing. Cool. Now can we not do that again in 5 minutes? I know we will, but I want to ask anyway. Where'd the carbine box go? I don't even... Shit. No, that ain't it. That's it? There we go. It's weird that's like an actual... Hey!
You might consider
We get to use the original one for this. Time for sick music that you can't turn up the volume on because copyright. And that's not even me being like the copyright thing. It's yeah, there it is. They turned down the music artificially from the original version of Halo 2 because I think they... Oh, I don't know. Wasn't this song made for Halo 2? It's a Breaking Benjamin song called Blow Me Away. This is the instrumental version of it. I'm pretty sure they fucking... Okay, no. You need to die. Shit. This song's fucking great. I love it. It only plays in this room. It's the only time it appears in the entire series. It's so good. Just fucking... I actually really like Breaking Benjamin. I don't know if that's, like, bad. I don't really care. I'm never gonna fucking justify my music opinions to anyone. I know that I like weird-ass music a lot of the time. I also really like fucking Hatsune Miku's songs. Fully aware of the fact that is literally just a fucking disc on a computer that with a bunch of voice banks loaded into it. But I don't know. I like a lot of music and stuff and weird shit, and I like older music. It's like the thing that's always confused me about people going like, "Oh, Breaking Benjamin and fucking Nickelback and what's the other one?" Yeah, I don't remember. They did the they play on fucking Q101 all the goddamn time. Yeah, I can't remember. But anyone always says like, oh yeah, they all sound like super old. And yeah, they do sound super old, but that doesn't make them less good. You wouldn't say Led Zeppelin or fucking the Rolling Stones are bad because they're old. No, those are classics. It's the only difference is that the fucking other guys are still making music. Yeah, it's over. Okay. Anyway, back to normal, like, choir music. We fucking... yeah, we fucking stop that interruption to bring you this. And that's not the only time they do that shit. Like I said earlier, there's a bunch of Incubus songs in Halo 2, like Follow and like Second Movement of the Odyssey or whatever the fuck it's called. I always forget. The soundtrack to Halo 2 is fucking awesome because it's not just choir music like fucking Halo 1 and 3. There's a bunch of weird ass electric guitar like rock songs and all sorts of shit.
I will not fail.
The fact that he's not even like wearing clothes. They're touching the flood with their bare hands. Dude, if you had a gun, this could have been avoided.
Let him be. The great journey waits for no one, brother. Not even you.
I don't entirely understand this power play. He's about to kill everyone. What does it matter if... I don't get it. It's fucking weird.